Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the winning streak. We are currently on episode 15. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And we're going over same things as last 2 weeks, like we kind of mentioned.
We kind of got into a rhythm with the season starting.
But hoping to make this video just better, just because. So, kind of just a quick Monday Night Football recap, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, 2 games.
Yeah, we had
Bucks, Philly was kind of a blowout.
Yeah, Eagles beat the Bucks, so
DeAndre Swift, good game.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift looks like a monster.
That's really all you gotta say, honestly.
Yeah,
boring game.
Everyone else played pretty trash, actually. Hurts didn't play very good. Neither receiver,
played well
none of the receivers played good.
Then
just a bad game, honestly.
It was just boring. I mean, we watched the Rams game.
Yeah, we'll just go through our last week's predictions while we're talking about the recap. So mine was, I had the Bucks winning that game. Zeke had the Eagles, so Zeke was correct on that one. And then there was Rams versus Bengals was the second game. That game was not bad, actually.
No, it was an okay watch. I mean, there was really
the Bengals had their first good drive of the season. I would say
it was just field goals until I mean,
Bengals had one good drive, and that's it.
Yeah,
I would say
that was really it, to be honest.
And then
were boring to watch. I mean, Evan McPherson had a really good game.
Yeah, Puka didn't look like
20-something fantasy points.
Puka didn't look like the rookie of the year candidate, like he was supposed to be.
How he was looking.
Yeah, so I had Rams taking that one. Zeke had Bengals, and Bengals got their first win of the season.
Yeah, first win of the season.
And then,
because I mean, Burrow's surprise start.
Yeah,
he was marked as out.
Go through our
we didn't talk about last week.
All the games.
I think they said he was going to be out on like Tuesday.
Yeah, I think they did.
Which is a reason I had him on my must sits until because I just thought he wasn't going to play good, and he didn't. He was bad, actually.
We'll get into that. But starting with our predictions from last week, talking about if they were correct, and just going over the rest of the games, scores. Not scores, but who won. Giants versus Niners. We both said 49ers would win, and they did. Pretty obvious. Titans versus Browns. I had the Titans. I don't really know why.
I had Cleveland.
And then, no. Zeke had the Browns. Falcons, Lions. Both had the Lions. That one, we didn't say I said it was obvious, and then we kind of backtracked that, and then it ended up being obvious.
Because I mean, the Hawks beat, not the Hawks, my bad.
The Falcons?
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
Both the same animal.
Pretty much.
Same city.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
They just didn't play very good.
I mean, Bijan didn't play good.
No.
He was iffy.
Saints, Packers. I had Packers, which was correct.
I had Saints, and I mean, it was fourth quarter comeback.
Yeah. Packers, I do think that they're going to have a pretty good season.
I mean, Jordan Love looked horrible until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but it's all about what he can do in the fourth quarter. He's just starting. He's still starting.
He's had like a few iffy moments, like the stumbling during the snap.
For what he's gone through and what he's doing,
he's doing really well. Actually, I mean, he's actually a reliable fantasy.
Yeah, he could be the next.
To be honest, if you have like somebody like Justin Fields.
Yeah, I would pick up Jordan Love.
If Jordan Love's available,
he has a good receiving and running back core.
I mean, even Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy doesn't put up very big numbers. No. I mean, he's like a reliable 14, 15 points. If you're in like a 14-man league,
I think he would already have them probably.
Probably.
But moving on to Dolphins Broncos, we both had Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have it to the extent. 70 points.
I said it was going to be a blowout. I said I was wrong about Tyreek. I said he was going to have 2 touchdowns.
That's also my game of the week, just because, I mean, 70
That's your game of the week? I think that was... I don't think that was mine. Let me look.
I think you said...
Mine was not.
Yeah,
we'll get to mine.
You have a different one.
So, yeah, that was a pretty crazy game. My game was this game, Chargers versus Vikings.
Yeah.
We both said Vikings because Eckler was out, and...
You brainwashed me into believing that.
I said Eckler's out, and then you agreed. But Vikings did not play good. They don't look good, really. I don't think. Keenan Allen went insane.
I don't know. Yeah, Keenan Allen has been looking really good.
With he threw like a 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah, it was 49-yard touchdown.
I know. I couldn't believe that. So that was an interesting game.
Yeah,
that was my game of the week. And then there was Jets Patriots. Yeah. We both said Patriots, which was correct.
It feels obvious with.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think Zach Wilson
and Garrett Wilson
do
have
good
issues on the sideline with Michael Carter too, which was interesting.
Yeah.
And then I mean Buffalo Washington. Blowout.
Yeah, Buffalo, Washington, we both had Bills. It was obvious pick. Texans, Jags, we both had the Jags, which was wrong.
Yeah.
Talk for a second. I'm thinking about it.
So that game I was really surprised, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, Stroud looks good, dude.
He actually looks really solid, and I talked really bad about him for a long time.
He looks really good.
Quick, we're getting through this. We're only 5 minutes in.
It's only the first part, though.
Yeah,
so we're good.
I mean,
shorter for TikToks and stuff. If you're watching this on TikTok, shout out TikTok.
Yeah, shout out to you. I mean, big game.
Yeah,
Jags don't look good.
No,
at
Texans
all.
look good.
Which, I mean, if you really look into like Trevor Lawrence's career, he's had a lot of problems with playing bad against bad teams. Oddly enough, he overperformed.
That Houston receiving core is pretty crazy. I want to acknowledge them.
Yeah, for not having any stars. I mean, they
look like they could. They all look decent.
I mean,
good young team.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of built up that core for a little bit. I mean, they're not like big names or anything, but they're solid.
Yeah.
And then
Colts Ravens. That was okay. I really was thinking about it the day of. Yeah, I was thinking about it the day of. And I was like, I really wish I would have gone with Colts. Like, even before the game started. I don't care if it sounds stupid, because the Colts do always beat the Ravens. Like,
that is
the
true.
Colts have the Ravens number. And
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, there's a part of it because I mean, the Colts used to play Baltimore.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
yeah, it was a pretty crazy game. We both had Ravens.
Did you watch it like all the way through?
Most of it, and everything? Yeah.
Dude, first of all, I'm gonna say the Ravens got robbed. There was a pretty blatant PI.
I do agree with that.
In overtime, and then I mean, a part of it was they shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place.
No, but
especially
still,
like Justin Tucker missed that kick.
I know, that was surprising to me.
Send it to overtime. I mean, he was short on a kick that he hit in Detroit by 6 more yards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
You can't expect him to hit all of them, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean,
in that situation,
short, like if you went wide, I would be like, okay. But a guy that routinely like posts up videos of him hitting like 75-yard field goals in practice.
Yeah, I agree.
Weird.
Seahawks, Panthers. We both had Seahawks.
Like it was kind of obvious.
It was really way closer than it should have been. Seahawks look weird.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're good. I really don't know if they're good or not yet.
They look off because I mean they beat the Lions and the Lions.
And I had some bad Rookie of the Year predictions for both of the offensive and defensive. It looks like so far because neither of them look special.
Who did you have again?
JSN and freaking.
You had JSN as your.
I had him as like a top pick. I think he might have been my top pick, and then
I think you had Bijan.
Probably.
You're a big Bijan guy, I know.
Yeah. Chiefs mauled the Bears. Just disgusting win.
It's because Taylor Swift was there.
Shut up, bro. Okay, we're just moving on.
Guys.
It's just annoying,
every Swiftie come and harass him.
Dude, so do you.
What?
You do too.
What are you talking
Biggest Kanye fan. Cardinals, Cowboys, upset of the week for both of us.
Yeah.
That was just a terrible game. The defense looks horrible without Diggs.
Yeah, actually.
And they just look terrible in general. I would say
offensively, Dak, horrible pick.
Yeah, Dak looked. That was such a bad pick.
It was one of the worst picks
I was at the game
in a long time.
And I was thinking the whole game, I was thinking he's gonna throw a pick because I was thinking, thank God he hasn't thrown a pick yet, and I was like, this is when he's going to. He drops back, and I'm looking at where he's looking, and I'm like, shit, we just lost the game. And he throws it straight.
White has been
to
impressing
him.
Me. He's been looking really good for just like
he does. Dude, the Cardinals honestly, I don't want to say they look horrible. Really they look pretty good.
There's a lot of chemistry.
With Jonathan Gallen. They're pretty young, most of them.
Yeah.
So it could end up being good for the Cardinals.
Did you see like them all going into the tunnel with the GM, like every single one of them dapping up? They look like they're really connected.
That's good.
They like the new.
That's what you want.
Honestly, I'm really excited. But I'm thinking like I was all like into tanking, but if Kyler comes back within like the next like 3 weeks,
I mean,
I don't want
this to sound stupid.
We could win like 9 games.
But Dobbs was really good in Tennessee, and if he can figure it out in Arizona, you don't really need you could get trade value out of Kyler in Arizona.
Yeah,
I think.
I've been seeing a lot of Vikings fans talking about going after Kyler.
That'd be a pretty good idea.
But I've also seen a lot of Cardinals fans saying that we're going to go after Jay Jettis this offseason because
it could work either way, really.
I don't think Justin Jefferson's going to stay.
I don't either.
I don't know where he's going to go.
Like right now, I didn't think this in the beginning of the season, but I don't think he will now.
I always thought there was a chance he could leave. I don't know if he's going to get traded, but his trade value, I don't even know what it would be.
I have no clue.
I don't know if it would be insane because receiver trade value.
A few first rounds, probably.
I don't think so, though.
I think 2 first rounds is perfect.
A first, like, the Cardinals could end up having
a first, a third, and what's his name? on the Cardinals.
Hollywood?
No, not Hollywood, but one of the other lower ranked guys. Just like that could be a fine trade.
Rondale.
Really. Yeah, you could throw Rondale in there.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of random, but completely doable.
Cowboys, Trayvon, we needed him back. That backup was hard to watch, dude. It was just
Pittsburgh
so bad.
Vegas game.
Yeah, and then we both had Steelers. Weirdly enough, they did win.
Patrick Peterson's glitch.
I saw that.
It was so funny to me, dude, because I hate Patrick Peterson. He's like truly one of my least favorite NFL players. After everything he said about the Cardinals when they were good.
Yeah,
well, they weren't good that year, but I mean they weren't horrible.
No,
I think we made the playoffs that year.
Yeah,
we were like one game.
I think so. Yeah, I think he was
of absolutely no value. He got burnt all year. Yeah. Like if you remember the Hail Murray touchdown.
Yeah, I do remember.
The whole reason we were in that predicament is because he got burnt by Diggs.
Which is fair enough for the time. But.
Well, no, it was. He shouldn't have got burnt. He literally just gave up mid route, and that's what happens when you're washed up.
So that does it for
passed around. I mean,
pretty much.
You should have retired in Arizona. Not had those problems, but
that does it for week 3 predictions.
Yeah.
Going into our sleeper and bust reviews for week 3. My sleepers this week were Puka Nacua. I put a question mark next to him because he had 12.2, and it depends on your league.
What was he projected at? Is a real question.
Higher than that for sure, but like it just depends on your
higher
league.
Than that. You can't call it
no. I don't know.
A win. But I mean, if you had him in a flex spot, I would just call it mid.
Yeah, it just depends on where you had him and what you needed from him. But I mean,
you can't be expecting him 30 points every week like he's been doing.
12.2 wasn't horrible. And then I had Christian Kirk, who got 15.4. That was a hit. Doesn't need too much explanation.
Yeah, and especially because Ridley played horrible.
Yeah, he played pretty bad. Yeah, and then I had Hunter Henry. I put him again because I figured he'd do good. He did not do good. Yeah, so he had 3.7. So that was a miss. I missed one, maybe missed one, and hit one.
Yeah. Okay, so I had Kyren Williams, which unfortunately only put up 8.5. I had him on my team. Mm-hmm. No touchdowns. He didn't get a lot of reps, which is weird, especially because, I mean, it seemed like the Rams couldn't get a run off couldn't get a pass off all game. And then I had Brian Robinson. I expected a lot out of him. 7 points, so that's also a miss. And then I had Raheem Mostert, which is definitely a hit. Which I mean was kind of obvious. I don't know if it was obvious. I feel like in some leagues
he's just gonna be so good this year, bro. That's the best team in the league.
He looks like he could be a solid RB2.
Yeah. Dolphins are the best team in the league. I'm just gonna say it.
Really?
Yeah, I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again.
I agree with you, but
I'm gonna continue to say it. I really think they're the Super Bowl team now.
Yeah.
I said it last week.
I agree with you, to be honest, especially they play the Bills this week.
Yeah, that'll show. I mean, dude, I feel like
that's like
we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna have a pretty hot take for that. But for the busts, I missed on all 3. I'll just go through. I missed on all 3. I'm not gonna explain too much. Joe Mixon had 14, good game. Marquise Brown had 17.1, which is good. Mm-hmm. James Conner had 19.6, which was amazing.
Okay, I also had Cardinals players. I expected them to not play good at all, and they did really well. And got the win. I had James Cook, who was mid, 13.2, which I mean, the guy I played against this week had him as his RB2, which is mid.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever.
That's fair.
And then I had Joe Burrow, which I was right about.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he had 8.36, which is pretty bad for starting quarterback.
Yeah, I would.
But I mean, I don't think anybody really started him this week because I mean, he was marked as out for
that
every
is true.
day of the week.
I'm sure most people didn't play him.
And then
unless you had like another quarterback today, play him last second. But I'm assuming no one did.
I mean, to be honest, you just go waiver wire midweek. I mean, he was marked out, I think, on Tuesday. So I mean, that would be waiver wire.
Yeah,
you just pick up a guy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's either way.
I didn't pay attention. Yeah. Somebody might have. I don't think
he didn't hit anyway. Right? So I think so. I don't know.
I don't think he started him though. I think he started.
No, he didn't.
Kirk Cousins or something.
Yeah.
Which actually he's been doing really well. His stats wise, I mean, of course,
I should have kept Tua, honestly, but I have Lamar, but we'll see how that goes.
I mean, Tua's looking insane.
And then...
But not really, though. He only had 28 points in a game where they scored 70 points. I mean, they scored mostly rushing touchdowns that game, so I mean, whatever. But I mean, I think they went 5-5 for touchdowns. So
they did.
I don't know.
So that ends up our predictions. I'm trying to kind of do outros and intros to each topic because I'm trying to separate the videos. So getting into next week's sleepers and busts.
Okay.
I'll start with sleepers. Started with Cortland Sutton, the Broncos wide receiver, versus the Chicago Bears. He's been a sneaky flex or wide receiver too. Even depends on your situation, because we play in like an 8-man league, so we can't really say too much. Like, we just do it for fun this year.
Yeah, this year wasn't as official as we usually are.
But like, if you're playing in a big league, you probably still could have him, because a lot of people aren't really noticing him. He did have 20 this week almost. He had 19.1.
I mean, I've seen him in a lot of leagues as a waiver guy. To be honest. Even in bigger leagues, I mean, he wasn't really putting up points. He wasn't. I mean, even with Jared Judy out.
Which is
week 1. That's when a lot of people sent him. He didn't play good, and he got cut.
No, he had 13.2 week 1, and then last week again he lost by 50 points this week. Keep in mind, he still had 19.1. So I think he'll do okay.
I mean, they didn't. Offensively, they weren't horrible. It was just their defense couldn't do anything.
Russ looks so bad. It's just I think Cortland Sutton is just going to be able to.
I mean, it was honestly embarrassing to watch Sean Payton keep Russell Wilson in until the last second, which I thought was weird. I mean, they also scored on a punt return.
Yeah.
In garbage time. So, I mean,
I had Jerome Ford, the Browns running back, versus the Ravens. In case it's not obvious, I'm sure it's already seems obvious to you guys, but Ravens' run defense is not the best, and this is a high-scoring rivalry game. Yeah. I'm sure Jerome Ford is trying to get his name out there. This would be a perfect game for him to do it, so I feel like that one's obvious. Start him. And then, not so obvious, 90% chance on your waiver wire. If you're missing a receiver, looking for someone who's going to score a lot this week, pick up Tank Dell from Houston versus the Steelers. Stroud looks legit
in our league,
and on me now.
Yeah.
And then, Tank Dell just looks legit, and I think he's going to have another big game this week.
I mean, CJ Stroud does look really solid. I wouldn't be shocked.
Let me check.
But I mean, they have a lot of guys. I mean, like, what is it, Nico Collins,
he's good too. But this dude,
then, I mean, they have John
Tank Dell
Mechie,
in the last 2 games, 20.2 and 25.5. So going against the Steelers, I think he'll have another big game. So that's my sleepers.
Okay. So I have Jacoby Meyer, who played really good against Pittsburgh. They're playing the Chargers this week, which, I mean,
hard team to face.
Not really, though, receiving-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, people put up a lot of yards receiving against that Chargers secondary, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, every game they've played so far has had, like, a lot of points. They
still are just high score. Yeah, I was going to say.
I mean,
probably will be, too.
So then, so that's all I really got to say. I have Zach Moss, who's been playing really well, getting a lot of reps. I don't know if Anthony Richardson's going to be back, but even in week 2, when he played with him, he still had really good numbers, a lot of reps. And they're playing the Rams this week, which, I mean, I don't know.
Could be harder.
I mean, Joe Mixon looked okay this week. And he's also a really good receiving back, so.
Yeah, that's true.
That, like, linebacker core on the Rams look really iffy
they are
this
bad.
week, and that secondary is horrible.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. I had, this was kind of a random one, Jake Moody from the Niners, a kicker.
Okay.
He puts up really good numbers. I mean, I
feel like if you have a kicker, you're already starting him, but I could agree with that.
Well, I mean, he's only rostered in 50% of leagues, so it's kind of like a waiver pickup. You're not even waivers, to be honest. You can go ahead and get him after waivers go through.
Yeah, probably.
As a pickup. But, I mean, he put up 14 week 1, week 2, and he put up 12 this week.
It is pretty crazy.
I believe he's going to be the top scoring kicker going into this week, but I don't know because a few guys put up like 20 points this week.
Yeah, I think him and Younghoe Koo are the top kickers.
But I mean, if you're looking for like good kicker points, because that's a lot of the things. Like the reason I drafted Kelsey is because I mean, if you don't play in a 2 flex league, you play in a tight end league, then I mean, you're gonna max out on that many points that week.
That is true.
You want to get into your sits?
Yeah. So I started with Breece Hall, Jets running back versus the Chiefs. A lot of people expect him to have a comeback week, and it's not going to be week 4 against the Chiefs, who are looking to pick it back up. Brian Robinson Jr. versus the Eagles. I just don't imagine. Like I said, it's an NFC East rivalry game. Eagles are probably going to shut down Brian Robinson and the Commanders in general. And then I said Marquise Brown versus the 49ers. Cowboys had a fluke game. I don't think there's any chance Marquise produces against the Niners like he did this week.
That's fair enough.
So, that's what I had.
I have Jerome Ford. I feel like he wasn't getting the touches he got in week 2.
Okay.
And I mean, almost all of his points came off of touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's all he is, though. So
well, the thing is it really? He could do good, but I mean, if he can routinely get touchdowns, I mean, of course, he's going to be a start. But you can't start players off of just hoping they score a touchdown every week.
Yeah,
there's a risk factor in there. That's why I put him. That's it.
Okay.
I had Devon Achey. There's no way he's going to put up 50 points again.
No way.
And I feel like a lot of people are, I got to get him on waivers this week, and that's going to be a bad.
They're just going to pick him up, play him at flex, and he's probably going to get 9 this week.
Max. Not even. I'm going to say he's probably going to get like 5 points.
Who are they playing?
The Dolphins.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think he's going to do anything.
Like Raheem is the clear cut. I think he could end up as a top NFL running back this year. He's crazy.
And he didn't really. They didn't even really start getting
player.
reps until the end of the second quarter when they were up.
Exactly.
When they were up 30 already. Well, they were up 28.
Yeah.
When he started scoring. So I mean.
By the way, use Mostert not only in your fantasy league but on Madden too.
He is very fast. I mean, I used to. Dude, I hate the Niners, insane. But when he was on the Niners,
he's always been crazy.
Use him.
Yeah.
Him and Ayuk too.
Yeah, for sure.
When he was still underrated, which I mean, he's going to be underrated again because he's injured.
Yeah.
And did horrible week 2.
That's true.
After you scammed me.
Yep.
And then I had Adam Thielen because I mean,
he had a crazy game. He had 35. Yeah. So I agree with that one.
I think a lot of people. I'm probably going to go after him in waivers. To be honest, I think he's going to be a good piece, but. I liked him going into the draft, and I didn't take him, and then I did.
Yeah, I saw.
Go ahead. And
I remember that you were talking about that.
But I think he's the clear-cut best receiver on that roster, and I mean Bryce Young, accuracy-wise, is great, but I mean he's iffy
to me.
He doesn't throw a lot.
No,
I mean not like C.J. Stroud, who's doing 50 passes a game.
Yeah, no one should be doing that though.
Yeah,
really.
But I mean, they're saying Bryce Young's going to be out 2 weeks, so I wouldn't go ahead and.
I didn't know that.
Tweaked his ankle, I guess.
Oh, shoot. Who's their backup? Davis Mills?
No.
Who? CJ Stroud is that? Or no, who'd you say?
No, Bryce Young.
Oh, whoops. Okay.
Yeah, so where'd you get Davis Mills from?
I misheard that.
Then had me think, did Davis Mills get traded?
I don't even know the Panthers' backup then.
I'm still thinking Sam Darnold, but Sam Darnold's on the Niners.
Is he? I'll look at it.
That's a good question who the backup is.
Panthers backup QB. Taking time up in the episode.
Yeah, we're only 22 minutes in and we're almost done anyway.
Depth chart. Bryce Young, Andy Dalton.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
okay.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't start Adam Thielen. I wouldn't even say much.
That's all I gotta say. Don't start Adam Thielen.
It's not much of a downgrade.
Imagine he puts up like 40 points.
He could.
I don't.
Probably not, but
Andy Dalton sucks. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I'm sorry, Andy.
It's 50. It's going to be 50-50 every week for Thielen. Go ahead. I think it's 50-50 this week, just like every other week. I don't think Andy Dalton's that much worse than Bryce Young, honestly. Like. I'm not going to say
you're not high on
better,
Bryce Young at all, and I'm not.
No, I just don't think he's that good.
I mean, I think like
this year, like I'm not saying he's going to be bad, but this year he's bad.
Yeah, but I don't know about Adam Thielen being like a.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
A full-time flex anytime soon.
Not.
I mean, he put up really good numbers like 2 weeks in a row, but
yeah, so he could. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Getting into this week, I mean, Detroit and Green Bay are playing. I got Detroit. I think that Detroit is really solid.
I should probably go with the Lions too, just so I'm not. I want to try to get all them right this week. I want to say Green Bay, honestly, but
I wouldn't blame you.
It's going to be a good game. I think. I think it'll. I think the Lions defense is going to get cooked by the offense. Actually.
And then starting off Sunday in London, Atlanta and Jacksonville.
Toy Story game.
Will you be watching the Toy Story broadcast?
I'm actually working that day, so no.
No. At 6:30 in the morning
for Toy Story game, bro.
It'll be on by you'll wake up in time to watch.
Part of me wants to say the Falcons because I feel like don't the Jags always lose in these weird like games in different countries?
I don't know. Jacksonville has like a really big following in London for some reason. So maybe they'll try to show out.
Yeah, I guess I'll go Jags just because it doesn't make sense.
I have Atlanta.
For them
So,
do you really?
Yeah, I do.
It doesn't make sense for them to lose to the Falcons to me. So.
And then, for whatever reason, I wish they would flex this game to, like, Sunday Night Football, but Miami and Buffalo.
Yeah, that's my game of the week. I'm going to just say that now.
That's your prediction for game of the week.
And then my hot take was Dolphins are going to blow them out. Like, bad.
Blow them out? Really?
Yeah, they're going to kill the Bills this week.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, that's a pick of all time.
It's going to be
I think it'll be, like, somewhat close. I think it'll be, like...
It could. I could be wrong.
Go, like, 37 to, like, 28,
I just don't think that Bills offense looks good really at all this year. Especially compared to the Dolphins.
Josh Allen looks mid.
I feel like the Dolphins are about to have some crazy... like unbreakable record of a season. They're just going to score.
They're going to break the points.
They're going to. Yeah, they're going to score like. I think they're going to score like 40 points this game.
Really?
At least.
I mean, there's a good chance they do that.
Bills will be in the 20s. I'll say 28 to 42 Dolphins.
Fair enough.
My prediction.
The Caleb Williams Bowl, Denver and Bears.
Oh, they were talking about this earlier. Oof. I'm going the Broncos.
I got Bears.
Yeah.
I feel like
the Bears look like the worst football team I've ever seen. And Justin Fields.
I feel like
trash.
You just can't say there's no way the Bears are going to lose to a team that lost by 50.
Dude, I know, but like I just said, they played what looks like one of the best offenses of all time. And
I mean, to be fair, Bears have gotten blown out by the Packers and the Chiefs this week. But
I mean, they just lost by
Swift,
40
fluke.
almost.
It's a fluke.
Okay, but yeah, I think Sean Payton needs a win. I don't know though. I feel like
that's crazy. They traded a first and second round pick for him. For a coach, it was insane.
I don't really want to predict this game, but I'm just gonna say Broncos. That's all I gotta say.
That's fair enough.
Such a bad game, dude.
Got Ravens, Browns. I got Browns. I just feel like the Browns have been looking really solid. I don't want to say solid.
I'm gonna go Browns too because Ravens receiving core doesn't look like I expected at all.
They look horrible.
The team looks trash all around.
Zay Flowers.
Looks okay, but the team looks trash.
I mean,
and
OBJ's
then Browns do look pretty good. So,
okay, get into Cincy and not Denver. My bad. Titans.
Bengals, Titans.
I got Bengals.
I'll go Bengals.
I mean, they just got to win against the Rams. Which, I don't.
They're going to want to pick up the.
Speaking of the Rams, I have the Rams losing to Indy.
To the Colts?
Yeah.
Is Richardson playing?
I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I think.
Okay, well, I say if Richardson isn't playing, Rams 100%, because no one's stopping that offense.
I mean, Gardner Minshew just got to win against the Ravens.
I think Rams look better than the Ravens right now. Honestly.
I don't think
the Rams look pretty good.
The Rams look iffy.
The Rams defense just
that offensive line looked insanely bad.
Yeah, they do look bad, but I think I'll give it to the Rams.
Like that's not a particularly good Bengals defensive line.
No,
and they let up like 8 sacks. I mean, a bunch of them got called
Colts
back.
Have a terrible defense though. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna go Rams.
I mean, they did hold that Ravens offense.
Ravens look terrible.
The Ravens did look awful.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Saints. I should probably say both team names when I do that, but whatever. I have the Saints. I've chosen the Saints every game this year, which I thought was kind of interesting. I was looking back at it. I was like, whatever. But
yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks.
That's fair enough. I think you've picked the Bucks every game. So
yeah, I have. I think
that's our two random teams. I think that'll be fair. To win every week.
Yeah, I think it's honestly fair. Like I don't think I have to explain too much. Yeah. I think the defense could get cooked, but I don't think they will. They really didn't look horrible tonight. They just played a really good looking team.
New Orleans has been looking okay, but I know that there's a good chance that Derek Carr doesn't play this week.
Oh yeah, he's going to be out for like 2 or 3 weeks. I saw
they said depending on his pain tolerance, he could play this week.
It's on his throwing arm, so they're saying it's most likely 2 weeks.
I think even with Jameis, I think they get it done.
Yeah. No, I think definitely not with Jameis, especially so.
You know how I feel about Jameis. They're playing Tampa. You don't think he's going to go off?
True. No, I think Bucks good. So.
Do you not? You don't remember when he trashed the Packers 45-3?
Yeah, I remember. Obviously, I remember.
He put up like 500 yards that game.
He's not doing it.
No, that's not true at all. I lied. He had like 115 yards that game.
They're not doing it.
I got Jameis. I trust Jable. Okay, we got Eagles and Commanders. Eagles.
Yeah.
Clear pick to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe it'll be by quite a bit. There's also a lot of morning games on this slate this week. Like, there's like 8.
Jeez.
Which might be normal. I have no idea, but okay. Last 2 games of the morning slate. Vikings, Panthers. I got Vikings just because. I mean,
yeah,
Panthers look iffy.
Yeah, Vikings are better.
Yeah,
clear cut,
there's no way they lose again.
That's no.
And then Pittsburgh, Houston. I have Pittsburgh. I just feel like
I'm going Houston.
Okay,
I got Texans.
I feel like
I got Texans scoring a lot.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Raiders are on the same level as Houston, and I mean,
I think Texans are surprising a lot of people so far.
I don't think they're surprising me right now. I mean, they beat Jacksonville, and Jacksonville isn't good.
I think,
to be honest.
Yeah, I think as long as they play teams with bad offenses like the Steelers, they'll keep winning.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, Kenny Pickett does look god awful.
Yeah,
to be fair.
I got Houston.
Okay, and then speaking of Raiders, Chargers. I got Chargers.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen.
Good rivalry matchup though. Yeah.
And then we got Patriots, Cowboys, America's teams.
Cowboys.
I got Cowboys
by a little bit.
I don't know. I think they'll try to show out and do really well.
I think we'll try, but I think we're gonna have to recover. I think we're still recovering from losing Diggs. So.
And then last week, the Patriots looked really iffy against a Jets team that didn't play good at all.
Yeah, that is true too.
Including Mac
Jones. We could blow
them out, checking Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, that was funny.
Okay, and then Arizona and Niners. I got Niners. As much as it hurts to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah,
I feel like the Cardinals always do really well against the Niners.
They do. They play against good teams.
I mean, a part of that might be the fact that the last few times it was against Trey Lance.
Yeah,
and
probably.
Trey Lance is not good.
No,
so, I mean,
he's the third.
Unless Trey Lance wants to come here, then I think you're really solid. I think he'll be a great career backup.
Yeah,
and then
Niners
Chiefs Jets for Sunday Night Football, which is a weird game.
It's a decent game.
When they put that up, they imagine Aaron Rodgers being there.
Chiefs defense is Zach Wilson defending level at this point. So
the game's in New York. You think Taylor Swift will go?
Oh, give a shit, actually.
Okay. And then
Chiefs.
Yeah, I didn't even say it because I just feel like it's obvious. I mean,
I guess Chiefs.
Beat the Bears by
by a lot, 38,
34, or something like that. I don't even know. And then Seahawks, Giants. Giants are bad.
Seahawks
objectively bad. Even though I don't, the Seahawks are very good. Seahawks. Quite a bit too.
Let me see the list because I didn't pick my upset because I couldn't think of one as we're doing it.
Did we choose our upsets before the?
We chose our top games, but we didn't pick any upsets yet.
We didn't do that before. We could do it now.
Go more. I don't see one yet because I didn't really
choose an upset. Oh, I chose India. Yeah, I chose the Colts over the Rams as my upset of the week.
Oh yeah, I guess that could be one.
And then my game of the week is going to be Miami Buffalo.
Yeah. Who's Houston playing again?
Houston's playing Pittsburgh.
I guess I'll go Houston.
I don't really think that's an upset though.
Shut up. Okay. There isn't any upsets.
Yeah, I mean, besides if the Rams get it done, but that isn't that huge of an upset to be honest. If they do get it done,
playing the Colts.
The Rams, Colts, yeah.
Yeah. The Rams beating the Colts wouldn't be the upside one.
No, yeah, clearly.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. Okay, never mind.
They're probably going to be favored by 10 points. I wouldn't be shocked, but
I don't know. Anthony Richardson is getting hyped up.
I don't know if Anthony Richardson.
Me neither. But if he does,
still in concussion protocol, I think.
If he does play though,
I can check. I mean, let's check his stats.
He'll probably say the same right now.
I mean, right now it wouldn't. But you never know.
True. Just check to make sure we got through all the topics while you're doing that.
I think that should be everything.
I think so. I'm checking the thumbnail. Week 3 recap. We did that. Week 4 prediction. We did that. Fantasy predictions recap. We did that. Fantasy tips. We did that. I was on my grind today. You guys can't see it, but I got all the thumbnails made.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about him week 4, so I mean.
I don't pay attention in school.
Concussion protocol usually doesn't hold people out for 2 weeks, to be honest.
Yeah.
Unless it's severe. But even Tua was back by
Yeah, I know, and
he was
I thought he
severely
died.
Concussed. He had a stroke on the field. So I mean,
yeah, that could have been.
I probably shouldn't say that, but whatever.
He pretty much did.
I mean, it was closer to a seizure, I guess.
Yeah, but
do that either.
Before I end it off, we are dropping out to do this full time.
Yeah.
So.
What if? Thanks for nothing.
What if I could?
Thanks for nothing, teacher.
Yeah, I know, right? They didn't teach us how to do this podcast. We just did this ourselves.
Yeah, we figured it out ourselves.
All 55 subscribers.
Also, let me know if my audio sounds better. I put it on my hat. Sam Soley.
If I have a hat, I might try that at some point. I might put on my shirt, but I kind of like.
I did it for audio balance. I move my hands around too much.
I might just buy like a bigger mic and tape it.
That'd be cool.
Tape the small mic to the big mic just so it looks like it, but I don't know yet. So I do want to figure out some more setup things soon enough. So
eventually we could do like the mixer, and then we could have 2 separate mics.
I know. At some point we need to figure that out.
I mean, we'll figure it out someday.
Yeah. But we appreciate you guys for watching. Yeah. And I'll see you guys in the next day or two for prize picks.
We'd be posting a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't even do it.
He's put in a lot of effort. I just show up and talk. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even make thumbnails anymore.
In the next day or two, I'll have a prize picks video out because I think I failed pretty bad on that one. So we're gonna have a comeback. But thank you guys for watching, and we will see you soon.
Thank you.